Alright, today's video we're gonna be talking about three different things, but they all got the same exact base, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be talking about the 42 scales of my eye, the heart chakra, disagreeable, and agreeable, and basically what I'm learning. So, and together, let me just put this shit into perspective. So you know how you got an iPhone or a phone, and you could take a picture and the phone is the lens, or you got glasses and it's the lens. That's basically what the fuck is happening right here on Earth. Earth is a big ass projection, okay? And yes, we have auric fields. And yes, the way you power up is through your chakras. The way you get your power is through your spinal cord. It's through your cerebellum, your cerebral cortex. So when people talk about how do I get power and how do I, become a stronger person, you literally have to save your sexual energy. Because that's the start. It's at the base of the fucking core. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get stronger and you want to reap the benefits of this new dimension that we going into, semen retention for the men, and for females, you gotta let them sexual urges go. Because to be honest, motherfuckers got this shit twisted like men are just all horny and shit, when in reality, it's females. It's the females that's draining us of our life force energy all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly the females. Motherfuckers act like females not horny, but they the most horniest. They are way hornier than us, like 10 times hornier. So, back to what I was saying, right? So, if you want to reap the benefits of this new planet, this is how you do it. So, for me, in order for me to even start, because I'm ascending, I'm already rising. I'm already, like, the people that watch me, they already gave me the go ahead. They know who I am. I'm special, but not in a sense to where I'm better than you, but in a sense to where I've overcame this world and I've let a lot of shit go, and I've had trials and tribulations, and I'm still getting tested on a regular basis. But the first thing I want to talk about is agreeable and disagreeable. Now, agreeable and disagreeable, this is something I'm learning as well. Other YouTubers have talked about it as well. But basically, an agreeable person is an angel, and a disagreeable person is someone who has an ego. Logic, when you start using logic and you start trying to make shit make sense, and you start thinking about certain shit, how this is supposed to be ran and how this is supposed to be ran, it's disagreeable, because it's almost impossible for, in a wider scope of things, everyone has their own mind and have their own ideas. So when it comes to these disagreeable beings, you know what I'm saying, they operate through ego, and they operate through releasing, going without. You know what I'm saying? Now, also another thing that I'm learning is basically how energy work. Now, it's two ways our energy work: left rotating and right rotation. So basically, if you are a right rotating person, if you rotate to the right, you're more agreeable, and if you rotate to the left, you're more disagreeable. You know what I'm saying? Because of the energy centers through your pineal gland. If you are an agreeable person, then you become an angel. You go within. So the way you feel in here is gonna show itself. The way you feel inside. Basically, let's say you a good person. You drop the ego. Like right now, I'm disagreeable right now. But it's balance. You have to have balance. Some days I'm agreeable, some days I'm disagreeable. Some days I'm perfectly fine, and some days I'm more in my ego. It's just balance. But what you have to understand is the ego, it's masculine energy. And masculine energy rules certain planets. Like right now in this planet, the ego is king, not divine feminine energy. That shit is dead. So right now, with the patriarchal system, it's a masculine system. It's basically you could call this shit a dictatorship. Might as well call it, because it's a system of who's at the top and who's at the bottom. It's like a rank up system. So basically, I'm supposed to be a peasant, right? Because I don't have money and I don't have status. So I'm not as important as other people. That's how this patriarchal system works. Just because I have less followers and I don't have fans, I'm less important, but that's far from the truth. I'm actually I'm an important person in my own right. Everyone is important in their own right. The power is always within. That's where divine feminine energy come in. It's about what's within you, and not being confused on this light, this projection that we live in. All of this shit is a projection. So when you finally go within, now you becoming agreeable because you starting to love yourself, and not in an egotistical way. Disagreeable is ego. It's about who's the better person. Basically, masculine energy. It's about competition. It's about, oh, I'm the shit. Basically, you could see it in my energy. You can read in my energy. If you check out some of my last videos, I'm not like this. I sound different. It's because I'm tapped into my feminine energy. This video, my masculine energy is off the roof because testosterone. It's the best way I can explain it. So basically what you have to understand is the mind is the masculine energy. I made a video about this. And the heart is the feminine energy. So when you start using your mind, you could get caught up in logic, you can get caught up in what makes sense, you can get caught up in your ego. You know what I'm saying? And the ego is not, it's necessary. Yes, it's very necessary. But the ego, it don't get along with others. The ego is destructive by nature. So it's disagreeable. So when you tap into your heart chakra, you become agreeable because nothing really phases you. Because when you, so I'm gonna say this, in the third dimension, you solely focused on outside things. You're solely fixated on a physical material realm in the third dimension. In the fourth dimension, what's that shit called? What's that unity shit called? What is it called? You got the white and then the black, and then you got in the black hole you got that white dot, and then in the, I don't even know what it's called right now. But in the fourth dimension, this is when you reach that duality shit. Because you're not focused on what's outside, you focus on how you feel internally in the fourth dimension. You focused on how you feel, and based on how you feel, you move accordingly, even if it's disagreeable or agreeable. Same in the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension is just a higher playing field. It's just a different ball game than the fourth dimension. When you reach the fourth dimension, you surpass time. You're basically right there on time. You're basically like right there. So time is sped up. Fifth dimension, that shit don't exist no more. Now, based on your energy and based on the person, the lifestyle you have will determine if you're agreeable and disagreeable. Naturally, normally, it's determined through birth, but a lot of people that's normally agreeable have turned disagreeable, and a lot of people that's disagreeable have turned agreeable. For an example, me, I'm disagreeable at heart. At heart, I'm disagreeable, but the way that the way the world has fucked with me, it turned me agreeable. I'm naturally tuned into my feminine energy because the feminine energy can't lose. Feminine energy is the caring. It's like the mom in a relationship. It's like the shit never really beat you. You'll get that type of discipline from the dad. The mom is trying to comfort you and build you up and trying to teach you knowledge. That's feminine energy. Masculine energy is tough love. Basically, disagreeable. Not people, like a female ain't gonna like the way a man handle the business. You know, when she's really tapped into her divine feminine energy, she just, if it's time to get rough, she just gonna hand him to dad. That's just how it work. You can see it in nature too. So the thing you have to do is balance. You have to balance the mind and the heart. Now I'm also learning about hell, heaven, and heavens, the gates. So basically this 144,000, right? So what you have to understand is the scale of Maya is basically about, if you could reach the point of duality to where you're perfectly centered, you're complete chaos. Now it's not disagreeable or agreeable. Now you're pure chaos. Pure chaos energy is unmatched. Nothing can fuck with that. Once upon a time, I was chaos. I'm not chaos right now. You was chaos too. Trust me. And chaos is divine, masculine, and feminine conjoined, both put together. Basically, the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere of the brain in perfect symmetry. And that shit is hard to do, especially right now. That shit is crazy. But what you have to understand is, with your heart, they are looking for people who are agreeable right now. They're not looking for disagreeable right now. This masculine energy has to go. It's time for feminine energy to rule. This is why I know this is not a good thing. Like, it might be a good thing to get bitches, or it might be a good thing, you know, to put my foot down, because or to whoop somebody's ass or to be mean or aggressive. But when it comes to this awakening, this shit is not needed. This masculine energy, I gotta drop this shit quick. We have to drop this masculine energy, this persona. We have to drop this shit so we can ascend to godhood for real. So we can ascend up out of here. I gotta drop this shit. It'd be hard though. So it'd be hard to drop this shit, especially when you in it. When you in the moment and you in it, it'd be hard as fuck. I can't make this shit up. But your heart chakra, right? That's heaven. Because if you could reach your heart chakra, the way the world works is it's a projection. And your heart, it has its own auric field. Your heart and your mind has an auric field. The heart is first, and I keep telling you in these videos, the heart come first. The heart is developed first, and then it's the mind. So if your heart is pure and clean, and you become an agreeable person, basically an angel, you let your heart dictate what's going on. You don't operate from the mind, you operate from the heart. You can't lose. That's divine feminine energy. Letting your heart guide you. Letting your heart be your guide. It can't fail you because your heart feels all. Your heart is everything. You know what I'm saying? A disagreeable person, they don't even want to be like this. Like a Jedi shit. You know, in the Jedi Order, they talk about the light side and the dark side. That's basically what agreeable and disagreeable is. Once you reach a certain level of power, this shit will make sense to you. The Force is very real. There's nothing wrong about the Force. The Force is real as fuck. Very real. So what you have to understand is basically disagreeable is like the Darth Vader, the motherfucking, the Darth Sidious, the bad guys. They're not really bad. It's about how they feel, and it's about how they carry their power. It's masculine energy. That's, what do you think about it? Look, think about hood niggas. The way that hood niggas is gonna operate and the way that a suburban person gonna operate is totally different because of their upbringing. The dark side of the Force is not inherently bad. It's just that people that use this Force don't know how to use it like me. I'm using my masculine energy for good. I'm not out here talking about killing and shooting. I'm using my masculine energy for the right purposes. So this is why when you see me using my masculine energy versus someone using their masculine energy is totally different. Somebody that's tapped into their divine masculine energy, like someone less Rashad Jamal. He got it. When it comes to this masculine shit, this motherfucker is more masculine than me. Every video he come up with this masculine war type energy. Same with my dad. He more of a masculine energy type of person. That's just not who I am no more. I'm more of a laid back, chill type of person. I'm just agreeing with shit. I'm naturally just going with the flow, because going with the flow, you can't go wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Divine feminine energy, divine feminine principles is letting shit go. You know what I'm saying? So if you somebody that's trying to reach this new dimension in power, you trying to reach this new 4D, 5D, you gotta let go of this ego, man. Especially to get into the 5th dimension, you gotta let go of the ego. You gotta let your heart rule. Or you gotta be completely calm at all times. You think you can do that? You think you can be calm all day? It's some of the hardest shit to do, is being calm all day, not having no emotions, not being ran from your emotions. It's the hardest shit to do. Emotions is masculine. Feminine energy don't carry emotions. They carry empathy. That's different from emotions. Empathy is real emotion. Emotions is selfish emotions. It's desires. It's selfish. So that's what you gotta understand. Yeah, it's both emotions, but one is egotistical and one is not. One is selfless and one is selfish. That's masculine energy versus divine energy. And when you reach divine masculinity and divine femininity, you could tap into both whenever you want. You could just switch up on a nigga. Right now, that shit's pretty hard, but it is what it is. Now, what was the last thing? I say agreeable, disagreeable. I said, oh, the projection part of this shit. So remember, Earth is just a projection of how you feel. So let's say your heart desires something. It will come to you. Especially the higher your frequency, it'll come faster. Or you can go the route of a masculine individual, or you could force this shit to happen. This is why they say using the Force, bending the Force to their will. Or you could force it through your pineal gland. Basically, your pineal gland is like Thanos' fucking reality ring. Real shit. You could force it to happen. You can make it come to you. Instead of, that's why it's not good. Because when you force shit, that come with backlash. Little do you know. When you start forcing shit to happen, it's gonna come with some problems because you're not getting it the natural way. When you let your heart operate, you operate from your heart and it come naturally. It's always, it's natural. It's natural. It's gonna happen. If you let your heart take over, it'll happen quicker too. It'll happen quicker, and it'll be better. You know what I'm saying? But some people they want the desired outcome, you know, immediately, or they want to be able to. I don't know. I really don't know how to. I can't really talk for a disagreeable person because I'm not disagreeable at heart. So I can't really speak from them type of people. You gotta talk to Lil Uzi Vert and these motherfucking artists. You gotta talk to these motherfuckers that want to get this money, want to get this fame, want to get this power, want to get the recognition, because that's what masculine energy is used for nowadays. Masculine energy not used for tough love. That's not what it's used for no more. Masculinity is something totally different. It's weird now. A lot of people don't even get a chance to be masculine because they don't know how to save their nut. They don't even know how to save their seed, like their sexual energy. So a lot of men out here just be weak as shit, and it's pathetic. It's like, damn, I'm really living in a world, society to where men is weak as fuck. And females abuse that shit too. Niggas be paying for OnlyFans. Motherfuckers be hypnotized by the pussy. The pussy don't even faze me. I walk right past a cute pimp. I know I be hurting egos. I be hurting egos on a regular basis. I know it. Because I don't care about them. Pussy is not everything, man. Females is not everything. Yeah, they everything. They the leading energy, but you shouldn't worship the pussy like it's everything. That's why you stuck in hell. You can never... Oh, yeah. Thank you. But that's why you so fucking stuck. Seriously, bro. That's why you so fucking stuck. So, another thing I'm learning, right? So, like, hell is basically the root chakra. It's the heels of your feet. A lot of people are stuck in the root chakra because of sexual problems. Now, if you want to raise your kundalini energy and you want to boost this shit up, basically all you have to do is be on semen retention. It's not hard. You don't even have to work out. All you got to do is save sexual energy and you will get stronger, bro. You will naturally get stronger. Semen is your life force. So you'll naturally, as a man, you'll naturally get more aggressive some days because the testosterone boost is going to be fucking significant. For a female, you don't have testosterone. You have, I don't even fucking know because I'm not a female. I don't know from the top of my head. But you got estrogen, I think it's called. Yeah, estrogen. You got estrogen. So you're gonna be more feminine in nature, yes. Holding your fucking life force is gonna make you more feminine. It's gonna make you more feminine. You out here shaking your ass and being ghetto and shit. This is not who you are. Men are the ones that start problems. Men are the people that wanna. This soft shit. Sometimes this soft shit is just. We need some. We yearn for something more. That's it. Sometimes we just want to fuck some shit up. Not females. Females, y'all not supposed to indulge in the ego at all. The ego is supposed to be so fucking gone from y'all. Y'all not even supposed to dwell in the ego. Why you think the man was even created? It's for the ego to take over. It's needed. That duality is needed. The ego is needed, bro. This is why I hate people talking about, oh, you have to let go of the ego. The ego is evil. Shut the fuck up. I hate people that say that shit. Like, bro, I swear to God, I hate when people say that shit. I hate when people say that shit, bro. Because if the ego gone, it's no such thing as masculinity. I hate when people say you gotta drop the ego. I hate that shit so much now. Like, bro, you have no idea what you're talking about drop the ego. No, nigga, control the ego and tame it. Don't drop that shit. Because that's dropping who you are. That's dropping the fucking masculinity. Anyways, I'm not gonna keep this video on too long, but that's basically what you gotta do. So if you're more of a masculine person, it's time for your ass to turn it down a notch. Drop the ego. And if you're somebody that's already agreeable, you already somebody in your heart space, you doing just fine. You doing just perfectly. And just because I'm operating from the ego don't mean I'm not operating in my heart at the same time, because guess what I'm doing? I'm still providing for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to help you. So this masculine energy, I'm actually using it for the right benefit. You know what I'm saying? To get my point across is just the masculine way to get your point across. You know what I'm saying? So this way, I'm still operating from the love frequency. So you have to understand how this shit work. It's confusing. It's only confusing because they not teaching us right. But I love y'all, man. I'm finna go ahead home. I got family over, so this has been an enlightening experience. I can't even believe it. Like when I be seeing my family, bro, it's crazy because they have no idea what's going on. They have no idea of anything. It is the weirdest. It's the weirdest feeling, man. I can't sit here and make this shit up. It's such a weird feeling. I got two goddesses in my crib, bro. Two of them. 1/8, 126. They have no idea the power they hold. And I'm not finna tell them I'm not finna say shit. Cause nothing I say will help them. It'll just confuse them. You can't help everybody. That's another way, that's something you gotta learn, bro. Like, man, you can't help everybody that you wanna help because they don't want the help. Like I said, this Jesus shit, y'all gotta get from this Jesus shit. Like, you could pray for somebody, but the shit not gonna always work because in order for them to get better, they gotta wanna get better. They gotta wanna learn themselves. Some people don't wanna learn shit, they just wanna be told shit. So, you just gotta let them be them. And another thing I'm trying to tell you is the ego is the last thing I'm gonna say is the ego is not the desired outcome. The ego is like the backup. It always has been. Some people let the mind take over because they don't know how to be soft in nature. Some people just not soft. And when I say soft, not necessarily soft as in weak, but soft as in soft nature, as in a nurturer, as in somebody that can love from the heart space unconditionally. That shit is hard for some people. It's hard for some people to just be that like that. Some people just don't know how to be Goku. You know what I'm saying? This is the best way I can compare it. Some people more like Vegeta, and some people more like Goku. Goku got that pure, genuine love. He got that. It's like that idiotic sense of love. He seemed dumb, but he's strong as shit. He just a pure person. Vegeta not so pure. That's what agreeable and disagreeable is, and that's when you put them together, it balances out. So I'm out. Just take care of yourself, man. And yeah.